Alrighty. I think that's it. Hold on, I'm gonna close my door. There we are. And we're just gonna wait for some people to join. I should probably have my phone ready. Haven't done one of these streams in a while, so I felt that this would be nice. As you can see, if anyone's watching, I redid my reptile display, I guess. I don't really know the exact term for it, but yeah, I redid my reptile area. I now have this big metal shelving unit that I have everyone except Rexette on, and Rexette is like 2 feet from them, and she's on the carpet. But she's been there for a while, so she doesn't get spooked too easily. Yes, I have Leonard right here. Raptor is right here. The poison dart frogs, I don't know if I should say frogs, are right here, and then the snake is right under them. Hello, Caden Alvis. I apologize for my hair. I need to get a haircut very bad. It's gotten to the point where I just can't take care of it anymore. Not that I do too much to take care of it. I don't have a very long hair regimen. But yeah, I was just thinking we could just do a chill stream. Not much is happening, so I decided, why not? I was playing Ark Survival Evolved. Hello, MD Abdul Latif, the Potato Man. Yeah, I was playing some Ark Survival Evolved earlier. Hello, Acro34. I am doing quite well. How are you doing? I'm actually really, really enjoying my new reptile setup here. Let me show you it a little bit better. There you can see it a little bit better, actually. And there's Rexette, and there's the snake. But I have my chair just right there, so I'm gonna go back to sitting in my chair. Or I wonder. No, that wouldn't look too good. Okay. Wait, is that better? Ooh, I think, is that better? Is that better? Okay. Oh, that's great to see that you're doing fine, Acro34. But yeah, I think that if I scoot it over, you can see my little Aztec banner, which is quite fitting because I'm trying to make a reptile company called Aztec Reptiles. First, I just need to get inventory, but that's hard because I've never bred any reptiles in my life, and the stuff that I'm trying to actually start breeding is not very hard. Mostly crested geckos, which are super easy to breed. But I'm trying to do the dart frogs, which need a cycle of basically a rain cycle like they would get out in the wild, which is pretty hard. Okay. Hey, when I said Rexite was thick, does that mean I'm attracted to lizards? I don't know. Only you can answer that. She is thick. But I remember one time I actually said that. I don't remember if it was online or if it was like in school, but I remember someone got legitimately mad at me. And they're like, "You're sexualizing your lizard." I'm like, "No, I'm not. She's overweight." A Mesozoic Master. We've gotten fair number of people on the stream. But yeah, someone got really mad at me for saying my lizard was thick. Sorry, I'm the sequel. Oh, you gonna do him like that, Steel? No? My longest boy ever. I'm planning to get a corn snake and a ball python. That's awesome. I love. Okay, so I have been around corn snakes since I was like, I think, when I was in like pre-K is when I saw my first corn snake, and they're a native species here, so I'll see them occasionally just outside. So yeah, I definitely agree. If you're getting a first, you have a great idea for snakes. I remember when I held my first ball python. It was a piebald. It was pretty cool. Hello, Trip J3. How are you doing? I don't think I've seen you before. I'm in the possession. I'm in possession of pizza roll. Thank you. Very cool. Keep us updated. But yeah, I would never have thought my first snake was gonna be a water snake. I don't know. That just doesn't seem. I never really liked water snakes until I started keeping Inadu. Beforehand, I was like, I want to get an African house snake or a rosy boa. Rosy boa was what I was actually leaning towards, and then I just ended up catching a water snake. Going good. Oh, that's good. Trip J3. Update. Pizza roll's gone. Can we get an F in the chat? This is a tragedy. This is awful. F. Here, I'm gonna put an F in the chat. That is. But yeah, speaking of Inadu, I'm actually gonna redo his tank soon. Um, so actually, I'll show you how he's doing because he may have actually grown since I showed him on the stream last, and I'm planning on doing a video with him and about water snake care. But the thing is, I've already done a video about water snakes, so I need to do a care guide. But that's gonna be it's. I'm not planning on doing it for a while, and he's obviously gonna appear in my reptile room tour for 2020. Uh-oh. All right. The one thing about his tank is that it's kind of hard to access, but where is he? Right here. Where the heck is he? Oh, right here. Yeah, he is. Okay. All right. He was not in the same spot that he normally is. Here he is. He's still a little dude, but he has certainly grown a couple inches since I acquired him. He's a gorgeous specimen, though. Probably, I'm not trying to kind of toot my own horn, but he's one of the healthiest that I've seen in person. His weight is like phenomenal. I've been monitoring him since he was originally a wild caught. I had to make sure that he wasn't carrying diseases or parasites that could spread to my captive collection. I remember my year one teacher had a pet python and was one of the few people who got to touch it. That's really cool. I remember this year my my biology teacher had a corn snake named Checkers, and it was like a hand-me-down from the old teacher. And this corn snake was old and it was inbred, so it had a like deformed jaw. It was like it was like a kind of pitiful looking snake, to be honest. I mean, it was a very sweet snake. I was the first person to actually handle it because the teacher was afraid to handle it. So I ended up just like being like, hey, if you don't handle the snake, even if it is tame, it's gonna become defensive again if it's not used to constant regular handling. So when I handled it, it was super docile, and I was able to like put it around my neck. I don't recommend doing that with a whole lot of snakes, but um, corn snakes are one of the ones that are just generally docile and don't have the ability to hurt you. So yeah, I miss him. Um, Honestly, I kind of cared for him. Um, the teacher didn't know a whole lot about them. I mean, I don't blame him because he was kind of forced into having the snake. It's a long story, but I hope he's doing good. Oh, Dinosaur Production made it! Nice! Cole using specimen again. I did that slightly to annoy you. I will be honest. And live from Cole's bedroom, it's a Saturday afternoon live. It is. My favorite species are pythons and hognose snakes. That's cool. I love hognose snakes. Actually, that that was going to be my first snake. I remember now because around my birthday, I was planning on getting. There's a exotic pet store in town, and they had an albino western hognose snake. And I was planning on buying it. It was like $200, and I was like, I can make that, and it would take a little bit, but I would be able to buy a hognose snake. And then I caught him, and I was like, okay, new plan. But yeah, I don't regret it at all. He's been a phenomenal animal. As for pythons, though, I am a huge python person. Um, I really like the Morelia species, and if you guys don't know what those are the carpet pythons, the Rettles pythons, and the green trees. All of those kind of, and also I like the Liasis, like scrub pythons and um, amethystines, water pythons, olive pythons, maclots, all those guys. I found a garter snake in my yard last week. Had to stick a net in front of it, and it just crawled in. I actually had a very similar encounter one time. I had a crawfish trap, and it slithered in. Yeah, but oh, love garter snakes so much. It was the first species I ever caught when I was 5. It was life changing, actually. Those guys were some of the first guys that actually hooked me into reptiles and amphibians. Did you hear about the new Ebola outbreak in the Congo? Dinosaur Productions, you are literally my pandemic news source. No, I did not hear about that. Actually, scratch that. I think I remember hearing something about Ebola recently. But yeah, that sucks. Fortunately, the way Ebola acts makes it that it probably won't spread too much, kind of like demonetized virus. But but yeah, just because the thing is, Ebola is very deadly, and since it's so deadly, it makes people fall ill quickly, and they're not able to actually move and transfer the virus. The World Horse World Health Association, or I know it stands for something, declared that they were very concerned. I would be concerned too. Ebola is very dangerous. Um, Actually, I found something out recently that actually 70% um, of all infectious diseases for humans are zoonotic, which means they come from animals. And when you think about it, it makes sense because humans go, we've moved far past our native ranges. And as we go into more unknown areas, animals can spread diseases very quickly, or the diseases kind of jump from the animals to the humans in a sense. Yeah, it's much more deadly. I'm finding a ton of tree frogs in your backyard. That's cool. I love tree frogs. I've found that, oh, actually, I have one every night who comes out. It's the same green tree frog, and he just sits on my window on my back porch. I love him. I've tried to feed him mealworms before, but he won't take them. I did have this when I was in a rental house. I think I've told you about that when I was in the rental house. But yeah, I would feed him mealworms and he would eat them. Oh, oh no, that's edgy. Solution: kill all the animals with our shotguns while we ride our John Deeres. I'm all for it. Okay, we gotta shoot them pangolins and the Siberian tigers. When I was younger, I remember seeing in the garden a black and white viper species. You think it was Vipera burus? Let me look that up real quick. Totally forgot how to spell it. Burus. Common European viper. Oh, that's gorgeous. Is it? Oh yeah, the European adder. Oh, okay. Yeah, those guys are amazing. I've always loved the European adders. I find them super interesting. Um, that's really cool, actually. The only viper I've found in my yard has been a water moccasin, which is an extremely common species of viper in the state of Florida. They're everywhere. They're one of the most common snakes I see, and I had to relocate it. I do not recommend relocating venomous snakes. I shouldn't have even done it. I'm going to be completely honest. I don't even think that I have the experience to do that, but it was very brash. So, but yeah, I'm lucky I didn't get bit actually. So I would not recommend doing that. If you want to get rid of a snake professionally, just call a professional to relocate it, or better yet, just have it in your yard. I mean, as long as you don't mess with it, it's probably not going to mess with you. We gotta kill all the copperheads and the water moccasins. The amount of times I hear that, like, unironically, from people. Welcome to the South. So, guys, we did it. We reached 152 subscribers and still growing. The fact that we reached this number in such a short amount of time is phenomenal. I know exactly what you're referencing, too. Is it only 18 minutes? Wow. I think that we're actually already going down on viewers. Hmm. Yes, I agree. Ferocious Fragilis. Does anyone get the reference? I get the reference. Computer's broken. If you have to go, that's all right. Just good luck on getting your computer fixed. No. Okay. I wonder, since people didn't know about different types of snakes, many people in China thought they were baby dragons. Oh, you're watching on your phone. Okay. I usually actually watch live streams on my phone. I barely ever use my computer for YouTube stuff other than uploading videos. Yes, they're actually a funny story is that there's something called a Mangshen viper, which is a Chinese species of pit viper. Or no, it may be a pit viper. I don't know for certain, but it's one of my favorites. But so basically, the way it was discovered fairly recently, and it's like a 6 to 8 foot snake. It's not small. But the way they discovered it was there are these locals, Chinese locals, and they said that there were dragons. There were little dragons that lived on the hills. And the herpetologists were like, we should probably go check that out. And they go up and they see these giant green and black vipers, and they are extremely docile. just they just sit. They're one of the most docile of all um vipers. People who work with them, um they can just get them out. They obviously use a hook, but they don't even have an anti-venom. I caught a platyceps Nodidum, the small non-venomous snake, but I don't remember its name in English. I will help you with that. It is Platyceps nodidum. Platyceps nodidum. The Dowels whip snake. I've never heard of that, but it is gorgeous. Ah, look at that. The markings on the neck. Are those supposed to be false eyes? I would love to go herping in Europe. They have a lot of really cool stuff. A lot of really cool stuff there. But yeah, that's really cool. For some reason, there's just turkeys chilling in my yard recently. That's really cool. I love birds. I got. I don't know if I should actually say that yet because I'm waiting to make a video about it. But I got birds recently. That's all I'm gonna say. I'm not gonna specify what species of bird they are. But I did get birds, and I've been really enjoying working with them. And they're gonna appear in a video coming soon. But yeah, I sometimes see turkeys when I'm driving to different areas. I live in a pretty rural area, not so I have to drive pretty far in, and there are these fields that just have random turkeys. Yeah, he's tamed down a lot. He's not even that head shy anymore. The one thing that is bad with him is that sometimes he sits in his water and he drinks a lot of water, and then I'll accidentally handle him. Like, well, not accidentally, but I'll get him out not knowing, and then he like regurgitates all the water all over me, and it's disgusting. So now I can't handle him after he drinks, which sucks. But it kind of makes sense because, if like you drink a gallon of Mountain Dew and then you go on a roller coaster, you're obviously. Have I been reading heresy? I have not. Should I be reading heresy? That is the real question. I'm glad I'm actually taking time out of my day to do this live stream. It's been a lot of fun so far. I haven't done one of these in a while. I really should do more of just talking one-on-one instead of like just live streaming a game. Which granted I'm still gonna do, but what do you think of my hiding photo on Instagram? Let me look it up real quick. Oh crap, Snake fell. Come on, buddy. Look, he even dropped off of my hand and he's still being fairly chill. That kind of riled him up a little bit, but um 34. Hiding. Oh, I didn't even see it. I didn't even see the Ionosaurus behind the Gorgosaurus. I thought it was just a picture of the Gorga. That's pretty cool. I'd like to see more of that. That's pretty cool. If you want to be shot by a crusader, then you should. Well, obviously, I'm looking for new ways to have fun, so I think I will. I think we've had enough of Inadu. He's getting a little bit antsy, so I'm going to put him back. Everyone, say goodbye to the noodle. He's going back. Goodbye, small serpentine friend. Here you go. Back in your tank. And now I gotta put his light on real quick. This is only gonna take a couple seconds. There you are. He spends most of his time hiding under a paper towel, so. Ancient people would light logs on fire and salamanders that were sleeping in them would come out. And the ancient people were like, it's a Durgan. Yeah, that's really cool. There's a species of European salamander called the Fire Salamander, and it's called that because people would think that when they would come out, they would be like, oh no, it's a fire demon. And they would be scared that they would shoot fire at them. So they like basically made a mythical beast called a salamander, and it's essentially a dragon. So it's like, how do you get from like that big to a dragon? So last year, sorry, I didn't. I only read I looked it up in my bird book, and I was like, "What are you talking about?" So last year, someone in my school was saying that she found a new species of bird, and I thought she was crazy. Then 3 weeks ago, I saw a finch that looked like nothing I'd seen. I looked up in my bird book; it wasn't there. I don't know if it's a new species or not. I didn't even get a picture of it. Well, definitely. What I would do if I were you is that if you see it again, definitely snap a picture of it, and you should send it to an ornithologist or a bird specialist to see if they actually if they know what it is, or if they don't know what it is, you could possibly even get naming rights to it, which is pretty interesting. If you were the one who actually discovered it. But yeah, that's a whole thing. I used to think it was super easy. Like if you find something new, you just be like, "Oh, I can go name it." But it's actually a really complicated process of writing. You basically have to describe all the morphological differences and sometimes genetic differences between the two species, and then you have to like write why it should be a new species essentially, and then it will get peer reviewed. And if it's people are like, "No," then it's not a new species. But definitely definitely try. That'd be really cool. And if you could, if theoretically you could actually get naming rights for that, considering if you found it. You have a drawing they made soon after. That's pretty cool. My favorite venomous snake is a species of Vipera. Oh, it's a species called Vipera amethystes. It's a beautiful species of viper. You are really big into scientific names, are you? I don't blame you. I wish I knew more scientific names. Vipera amidotes, is it? Yeah, amidotes. The horned viper. It's a Middle Eastern species. Oh wait, is that? Oh, it's probably. Oh wait, no, I am quite wrong. That's gorgeous though. I love that back pattern. I don't blame you. Has anyone heard about George Floyd? I have. I don't think we should probably talk about that. Simply because I lack the proper knowledge to speak about that, and I honestly, the one thing I'm going to say about it is that people should do the research and actually find out stuff before they just go talking and not know what they're saying. That's why I'm not going to say anything about it, because I don't want to say something wrong. That's all I'm going to say. Read Wings of Fire. I have. I used to read it a lot when I was younger. I did stop though, simply because I kind of got into other things. And oh crap, I just opened a new tab for some reason. My computer started glitching out. But yeah, I used to read it a lot. I even made I made a dragon OC at one point. My favorite tribe? Oh, Sea Wings by far. Yeah, I'm a Sea Wing boy. My OC was named Seafoam the Sea Wing, in case you wanted to know. This was like when I was in third grade, so this was a long time ago, and I went back to that. My computer is starting to glitch out. Come on, old computer. You can work. It really is a pretty old laptop. I would love a desktop. You like rain wings? I don't blame you. Rain wings are interesting. Um, I really loved dragons when I was younger. I still like dragons. Dragons are awesome, but I really actually like the way that they were presented in Wings of Fire, because Wings of Fire made them believable. I really liked how they did the breath weapons that like they can't breathe water or breathe a certain element. I like how just the fire, because that's kind of believable. I don't know. It just felt like the dragons were very well made. The story was really good for the most part. culture-wise, sandwings are the best. I really did like the sandwing culture. It was super interesting. I liked how also each of the tribes had a certain culture. In fact, what it really reminds me of is recently I watched Avatar: The Last Airbender, and as I was watching that, it kind of reminds me of Wings of Fire, Avatar: The Last Airbender. I don't know why, but it just kind of does. For some reason, I really like the video of Your Dinosaurs Are Wrong being on Patreon. I do not. I didn't get to their Patreon. I love Your Dinosaurs Are Wrong, but it's just I don't really have the money to um, give to YouTubers at the moment, unfortunately. The Ice Wings Breathe Ice. Yeah, that's the one that's kind of like borderline. Okay. But what I'd expect is that they probably have a slower metabolism. I don't know how they do it. And they never try to explain it, which is nice as well. They kind of just is like, okay, they're cold boys. Oh, YDAW is called Your Dinosaurs Are Wrong, and it's a YouTube channel run by someone who knows a lot more about dinosaurs than I do. And they basically they take dinosaur figures and they critique them based on how they should be. Yeah, the ice wings do have blue blood, which I think makes sense because certain fish actually have blue or clear blood that live in Antarctica. The which is the most common species of snake in your area? Here in Greece. Oh, you live in Greece. That's cool. I'd love to visit Greece one day. But it's called stupid computer. It is called Hierophis gemonensis. Hold on 1 minute. Hierophis. What the heck just happened? Hierophis gemonensis, the Balkan whip snake. That's pretty. It looks like racers. I wonder if it's related or if that's just convergence. But yeah, I would say that the most common snake species here, I would say probably something called let me think if I know the scientific name. Thamnophis, not Saurida, because Saurida is the ribbon snake. It is Thamnophis, not Punctatus. I don't know, but it's the Eastern Garter Snake. Yeah, but probably Eastern Garter Snake, Thamnophis something, Nerodia fasciata, the band of water snakes are pretty common. Echistodon conanti is pretty common as well. And Coluber constrictor is also pretty common, which is I think it's the black racer. I think constrictor is the black racer. But it may be Coluber constrictor something else. Most common where you live is the garter. Yeah, garters are extremely widespread throughout the entire country, and not just country, they're widespread through Mexico and Canada as well. I really never liked fiction books so much, maybe because when I was a first grade teacher, my teacher forced me to read books that I hate while everyone else got to read books they like. I love nonfiction though. That's how I was actually for a long time. For the same reason actually, but recently I have actually been getting into well, not even recently. Basically, when I discovered Wings of Fire is kind of when I got into fiction a little bit. I'm still much more of a nonfiction person, but like things like Wings of Fire, obviously, that really helped me get into it. But Raptor Red is one of my favorite books. So if you don't like fiction and you like nonfiction, try Raptor Red because it is fiction. It's technically historical fiction. It's about the life of a Utah raptor. It has a lot of science in it, though. It was written by Robert T. Bacher, the paleontologist, so it's really well readed. Please don't talk about snakes while I'm eating spaghetti. I would say something that would make you like not want to eat that spaghetti anymore, but I'm not going to. I still make OCs to draw them. One of them is named and designed after a Baronia. I'm redrawing him another Rainwing based on a Garter Snake. That's really cool. I think that my friend Cal King Herper would like the Abronia one because he actually keeps Abronia. But that's super cool, actually. I really like that they're based on modern reptiles. That's really interesting. So I searched Garter Snake, and it's one of the most beautiful. And it is, sorry, not one of the most. It is beautiful. I love the patterns. I wish that I could meet one up close. I'm sorry that I'm not very good at reading out loud, at least. But yeah, garter snakes are gorgeous. If you want to see a cool garter snake, look up the California red-sided garter snake. Those are like incredible. I can't even like describe. I've never gotten to actually see one in person, but my favorites are the California red-sided garters, the I think it's the Texas blackneck garter. Those are also gorgeous. One of my favorite YouTubers has one. And also, it's a native here. I think it's the blue stripe garter, which is one of my favorites as well. But yeah, you'll probably meet one up close one day based on, like, you seem to know a lot about reptiles. I bet that you'll be able to see one. And if you go to a reptile show, I don't know if they have, there's a lot of European reptile shows. If you could go to one of those, I would think that they'd have. Yeah, no, actually, that's right. In Europe, it's one of like in Europe, you can actually own the red-sided garter snakes. I think because I don't think you can legally own them in the U.S. I think that I don't know. I could be wrong, but at least I know that I watched a video about a European reptile show and I saw garter snakes in it. So check your local reptile shows. I used to be obsessed with nonfiction until I found Wings of Fire, and more recently started reading the Hunger Games series. My sister actually reads the Hunger Games series. She's recently gotten very into them, but I have not read them yet. I think I probably should. They seem really good, though. I always liked writing fiction. Before you ask, not fan fiction. Dang it! I was hoping for a Cal King Herper times Colsaurus Rex, Colsaurus Dickinsoni fan fiction. But that's really cool. I can't write for the life of me. I can write scripts, and I do. I script a few of my videos, but not really like herping because you can't really script herping. But all the creature of the month I have to script. The garter snake is based on a California red side. I don't blame you. Do not know if the bull snake was the most common snake here in Australia. Oh, hello, Wolf Gaming. Haven't seen you yet, but I have a friend that catches bull snakes and rattlesnakes for a living. Bull snakes are North American species, I think. Yeah, bull snakes are a North American species, so I don't think that they're in Australia. But that's pretty cool that he catches bull snakes and rattlesnakes for a living. All snakes are equally as beautiful. How dare you say one is better than the other? I am being slightly speciesist. Watch the movies before I read the books. All right. My sister would love to watch them with me. She's probably been like begging to watch. I've only read the first Hunger Games book, and it's not that bad. Okay, I'll probably get around to reading it. I am reading Oceans of Kansas still right now. I don't know if it's the bull snake, but it's something similar. It probably is. It's probably some sort of colubrid. But yeah, my fourth grade teacher would pin the best piece of writing on the week. I was up there quite often. Ooh, Dinosaur Productions. But yeah, that's pretty cool. That's pretty cool, Dinosaur Productions. My favorite species of snake, because I want to draw a snake. Well, thank you for asking me. That's a hard question because I love Arabian horn vipers a lot, but I also love Wagler's pit vipers. And as for like non-venomous stuff, I love like carpet pythons a lot. But I don't know. Um, I'm just gonna go ahead and say Papuan carpet python. Those are pretty cool. Just thought of that. I can send you a garter snake. Please send me all the garter snakes. I haven't found one in a while. The most recent garter snake I found was a actually I found a garter snake the other day. It was dead on the side of the road. I was going for a run. I had to run a mile for a an online class I'm taking right now. And as I was running, I found a dead garter snake, and I was like, "Oh, great! Just to make this miserable time better, a dead snake." Yeah, I got hit by a car, which is they probably didn't see it because it was very small. But at the same time, if they did see it, and they had time to brake and everything, that's kind of a jerk move in my opinion. But I don't know if Florida went through this, but phases of reopening. But this Monday, my region is going into phase 2 of 4. Stuff has reopened in Florida, mostly because most of the Floridians don't care, which is stupid. I am still staying home as much as possible, but when I do go out, I obviously wear proper facial covering, and I keep it to a minimum. But it is fun actually getting outside. But yeah, I am planning to do some stuff at some point when stuff kind of gets a little bit laid down a little bit more. But I'd like to go visit some kind of animal places because actually, you know what? I'll go ahead and say it. North Florida Wildlife Center. North Florida Wildlife Center. They're really dope. You should consider supporting them. They have some really cool stuff. You get to hold lemurs. Um, but yeah, not sponsored, by the way. I'm not sponsored by North Florida Wildlife Center. I was thinking about volunteering with them, but I never ended up doing it. Okay, had to run a mile too, but I just ran up and down my driveway just 10 times. Well, from my house to the end of the street is half a mile, so I just ran there and back. Let the voice of love take you higher. I don't. Herper has returned. I sent you a garter snake on Discord. Thank you, Ferocious Fragilis. I will open it up right now. Cole, I'm in the poo-poo, grandma. I gotta go, though. Screw you, Cow King Herper. Part of Skywing. Ooh, that's pretty cool. That's a JoJo reference. Oh, that makes sense. I haven't watched JoJo. Let me see the Garter Snake. Uh-oh. My computer is glitching. A documentary I was making is canceled due to the camera failed and the editing software not working. Oh, I remember. You know, I actually almost released Prisca Insula episode 4 a long time ago, but the editing software was being such a jerk. It was being like so upsetting that I literally just said screw it and stopped and deleted it. So, yeah, that's one of the reasons I actually stopped making Prisca Insula. I could have made it again, but I'm not really. I'm okay. Let's see this garter snake. Oh, not a garter snake, but the character. First of all, that's a good drawing. That's really cool looking. I can see that's kind of that's like trippy looking. Like I don't know if you can see that too well. You can't really see that. Oh yeah, no, you really can't. But that's cool. That's really cool. I see the inspiration from the red-sided garter, but at the same time, it's not like jumping out at you, which is nice. It's like if you look into it, you're like, wait, that's a red-sided garter, but I really like that. That's super cool. Okay, You know, nothing is as cold as drinking water with mint gum in your mouth. I don't like gum, but after I brush my teeth with mint toothpaste. What the heck, Colin? Oh, my cousin sent me something. That's funny. That's funny. My cousin sent me a meme. Would you all like to see my cousin's meme? You can't really see it, but it's like amphibians back then. Amphibians 280 million years ago. I am powerful apex predator that terrorizes land and sea alike. Amphibians now, pH too high. Which is true, because amphibians are picky's crap. And Colin sent me what Colin? I'm sorry about that. Colin just sent me a picture of a bunch of candy and said, I found her stash. I don't know who her is. It's candy. Well, no, duh. Here, I'm gonna. Everyone, welcome. Hold up, wait. Welcome, Cal King Herper.
Hi.
Grandma.
I'm gonna go now.
Okay, bye. Somehow where I live, it can get in the negatives in winter, but can reach in the low hundreds. I'm guessing you meant in summer. But yeah, Florida's not that extreme, but like North Florida, it can get cold and then it gets hot and muggy. Oh, okay, okay. He was talking about his grandma. He found his grandma's stash of candy. I see a rat. The rat is gone. Beautiful story. Beautiful story. But yeah, I would say I could feed it to my snake, but my snake is. Oh, that reminds me. That reminds me. I was looking on. If you guys know, a good place to purchase reptiles is called Morph Market. You got to be careful because there's some scammers, but for the most part, it's a really good place to purchase reptiles. What you do, Colin? But yeah, so I found a. I was looking at geckos for sale, and I found a Phelsuma clemeri, which is a banded. No, it's a neon day gecko, and they're about that big. And it says it's eating frozen thawed rats. How is that possible? Also, I found this may actually be true, but I found banded water snakes for sale, and they're eating live crickets. I hope that's not true. I really hope that's not true because they would die on a diet of crickets. But yeah, it's me, baby gata. Ugh. Mm. The rat was okay. It's funny because it's true. Dude, if you see in your comment section a comment like "want to be friends," don't interact with it. They can hack through your YouTube channel, so be careful. Yeah, um usually when I see things like that, I will report them and I delete the comment. What are your favorite bird species? Mine are secretary birds and cassowaries. Very nice choices, by the way, may I add. My favorites are I love short-toed snake eagles. They're a species in Africa, and I got to meet the only one in the USA at the North Florida Wildlife Center. So if you want to go meet a short-toed snake eagle, definitely go there. They're gorgeous birds. But my favorite, other than that, I don't know. That may actually be my favorite bird species. I love short-toed snake eagles. I love birds of prey. Definitely raptoriforms are my. Actually, I think it's raptoriforms. I could be wrong. I used to be really big into ornithology. Not so much anymore. I still love them though. My favorites are shoebills and cardinals. You know that shoebills can push their vertebra through their mouth? It's disturbing. It's amazing. Knowing the black market, it's just the only one legally in the USA. That could be true. That could be true. There could be some illegals, but yeah, cardinals are pretty though. I have a couple on my that feed on my bird feeder outside. Yeah, but that does suck. The illegal market of animals. I think that's just stupid. Um, Mostly endangered animals. I think that we should be working with people, and instead of paying like people paying for like wild smuggled animals, I think that we should be paying them to actually breed them and release the animals back into the wild. Granted, that's going to take some money, but I feel like that would be amazing. Can you someday make a snake enclosure preparation for new owners of reptiles? I would love to. I would love to. In fact, I'm planning on doing that. I'm planning on doing what am I doing? Oh yeah, I'm gonna what am I doing here? I'm gonna do a poison dart frog care guide. I'm gonna do a banded water snake care guide, and I'm probably just gonna do a kind of like a getting into reptiles video, which is gonna be fun. But yeah, I feel like that'd be fun. Is there any species Acro 34 that you would want me to do? Because I would be glad to make a video about a certain species if you wanted me to. Do you watch PewDiePie? I am subscribed to him. I do not usually watch his videos, but I support the guy. He's cool. But yeah. So remember the teacher I told the class the Big Bang. Oh, it's the Earth when the Earth and Thea collided. Well, she gave us a science book that just proved she was wrong. After that lesson, she stopped using that book. Ah, that's so stupid. That's stupid. Oh, I hate when people are like that. Like, I'm right. Everyone else is wrong. What is that evidence? Mainly corn snakes and ball pythons. That's good. If you want some other recommendations for great first snakes, I don't know if you've already like have your heart set on a corn snake or ball python. I would recommend rosy boas. Those are good. Those are great first snakes. What else? African house snakes are easy to care for. They require a little bit hotter than corn snakes, but they don't require any humidity, which is nice. Um, and also African house snakes look cool as crap. They have like stripes under their eyes. They're so cool. And they're called African house snakes because they're commonly found living in houses in Africa. Like you'll walk into a house and there's just going to be this 3-foot snake just chilling, and they eat the rodents that live in the house. And I think that I wish that people in America would do that with native snakes. The teacher was like, I smell disrespect. Yeah, that's true. Abronia graminia is my dream lizard. Keep working. That was Colin's first lizard. So, um, definitely you could you could definitely try you could definitely probably get one day. I found stupid is that people are like, ooh, Abronia, they're so hard to care for. They like I don't think if you really have your heart set on an Abronia or any reptile for that matter, as long as it's not something that could kill you, like say, I don't know, a king cobra or a puff adder, as long as it's like something that is pretty much unable to harm you, if you put in the research and you know exactly what you're getting into, I don't think you could go wrong. Granted, it's going to be hard. It's going to be very challenging, especially something like an Abronia. If you really don't know what you're getting into, if you're wanting to get a more intermediate or advanced species, um, yeah, definitely do the research, know exactly what you're doing, build the enclosure before you get the animal, and have it running for months before you get the animal, and have everything ready for when you get it. That's my little spiel about if you're getting an advanced animal as your first. Check him out. Thanks for the suggestion. No problem, man. I got a ton. This dude was hoarding monitors and eventually ate him. I'm not gonna say that. I'm not gonna say that. That's good, but that's good. I don't really like hoarding. Like, come on, man. The thing about hoarding is that it's not just for the animal's sake that I don't like it, which is obviously it is for the animal's sake because they're the ones getting harmed, but it's also the pet trade in general is getting harmed. It's like people are like, "Oh, all reptile keepers are like that," which I don't blame them because usually the only reptile keepers that get media coverage are like someone who has been killed by one of the reptiles or someone whose reptile escaped or just overall, bad keepers or animals that have gotten into a circumstance that doesn't normally happen. And people are like, oh, we got to ban reptiles, which I don't really, I'm getting very preachy, which is not good, not very good. I should stay a little bit lower. The hardest reptile to take care of is Mark Zuckerberg. Changed my mind. Oh no, you're completely right. I've been trying to find a captive bred Mark Zuckerberg for like years now. Brian Barczyk sweats nervously. Oh, my dream, by the way, I want this so much. I want to get a selfie with Brian Barczyk so much. Not because I like him, because I don't like him. But I think that would be hilarious. Okay. Would you like to own a Tegu or a monitor? Yes and yes. In fact, my dad is on board for getting a Tegu. But it's just first of all, I don't really have the space for a Tegu. Also, my mom is like, no lizard over like a foot. She won't even let me get a bearded dragon. But I love Tegus. When I move into my own place with substantial room and like where I can take care of it, then yes, I would love to get a Tegu. They're probably the pinnacle, one of the pinnacles, because I'm about to get something else of reptiles. But monitors, I would love a monitor. I wanted a Varanus acanthurus for a while, which is the red Aki, or not just red. It's just the Aki monitors in general. But I never ended up actually like kind of following through with getting an Aki simply because I don't know. But my dream reptile is actually a monitor species. It is the blue tree monitor, and they are so cool. Oh, I would kill for a blue tree monitor. I remember the first time I saw them in person. I was at a reptile show. I got it on video actually, and it's up on my channel. It's when I went to the National Reptile Breeders Expo. That was the most incredible lizard I've ever seen. And I'm gonna get one day. If I still have the channel by when I get one, I will definitely make a video about them. Well, Photoshop is an option, Cole. I photoshopped Brian Barczyk once and I said to myself, I'm not doing this ever again. So Jake Paul got arrested. He did get arrested. And is this only the first time he's gotten arrested? I don't know too much about that, so I'm going to stay out of it. Do I watch any reptile channels? I do. I watch quite a few reptile channels, considering I am basically a reptile channel. Technically, yeah, I am a reptile channel. Even if we count dinosaur stuff, dinosaurs are technically archosaurs, which are reptiles. So yes, I I do watch Reptile Channels. I watch Go Herping occasionally. He's been doing some stuff that I don't like too much recently, so I still occasionally watch him. I watch uh, Dave Kaufman. He's great. I watch Clint's Reptiles occasionally. He's great. I watch what else? I watch Snake Discovery. Snake Discovery, they're great. Who else do I watch that's a reptile channel? Is that really it? No, I watch Afro Herp Keeper, but he hasn't uploaded in so long, and it's upsetting. I kind of understand it because life happens, but I still wish for a Afro Herp Keeper vid. What else? Um, Other than that, I don't know too many other reptile YouTubers that I watch. Cole buys a Chinese giant salamander because his mom said no reptiles over 1 foot. Funny, funny thing, um, is that my mom likes amphibians more than reptiles. She at one point said that I could get a tiger salamander, and basically is kind of still on board for it. So maybe at some point I'll do a tiger salamander video. Only OGs will remember the Go Herping cult. Ah, the good old days. And to be perfectly honest, I really actually I did prefer Go Herping when his channel was um about a year ago is when his channel kind of hit his prime for me. I think that he's been making not really even like his videos. It's more of his Twitter that I've actually been seeing. I don't have Twitter, but I've been seeing some of his stuff that he's been just kind of saying, and it's just not very good. That's all I'm really gonna say about that. But also his videos, they haven't really been like kind of feeling the well, other than like the reptile unboxings, which are kind of funny. It kind of seems like he's not even like into the reptiles anymore, which I get it. His life kind of is reptiles because he owns a business about them, so he probably doesn't want to do it too often. But you know that's still that's my little spiel about that. I used to watch Afro Herp Keeper, but he's been doing not good. Yeah, I know, but I know. Um, he has uh, he has yeah. I feel like I don't know exactly why he left. I think it was something to do with mental health, actually, which is why he actually left YouTube. But that sucks, man. As someone who I'm speaking from experience when I say that sucks. Especially that he actually had to leave the platform. Um, Really, I just hope he gets a handle on it. I hope all of his animals are safe. Definitely, that's one of obviously his well-being is probably my main concern, but the animals are definitely up there. But yeah, I don't like how he's calling certain reptiles stupid. Like, how can he know that? I think that that's more of a joke, kind of. I don't think that he's actually I think that that's more of a joke, but it's kind of the stuff he's been saying to other people, which has kind of been pissing me off, actually. So Bionicosaurus is back. Bionicosaurus is awesome. I've talked to him. Well, not like talked to him, but I've had a couple conversations with him. But Bionicosaurus is cool. His reptile collection, dude, I barely even knew he kept reptiles, and then he shows off his reptile collection, and I'm like, you have a Brettles python? That's like he has two of my dream species, a carpet and a Brettles. Like, I am envious. Goherping said he's kind of burnt out because basically everywhere he sees reptiles, he says once he gets a new house, he'll be back into it. Yeah, I remember. I know that. I remember him saying that. Kind of. I feel the same about Afro Herb Keeper as I feel about him, although slightly, albeit for different reasons. I just feel like they need to get back on the right track. When my mother was young, she found a baby frog and she took it home and fed it bugs and stuff until she set him free back in the backyard, where the frog changed his colors from green to brown. That's pretty cool. That's really interesting. I used to raise tadpoles when I was younger, and one time one grew up into a green tree frog, or it may have been a squirrel tree frog. I don't know. Oh, what the heck, Colin? June 19th. Okay, mark the date, everyone. June 19th is Colin and I's anniversary, apparently. That's what he just said. We're not in a relationship, but I'm not gay, I swear. That's not to be making fun if anyone watching of the four people are gay. I support you. But yeah, that's really cool about the frog though. I used to have a pet salamander, and oh my gosh, I literally just was like, let me think if I've ever kept any amphibians. Like, there's not just two Costa Rican amphibians behind me. In fact, Talalik is out hunting, despite me talking. He's usually terrified of me. But yeah, there he is, hopping around. Oh, I totally forgot. You guys don't know who Talalik is. I mean, I have a gray tree frog lives on my deck. His name is Fred. First of all, great name. And one time, he got stuck in my house when we took his plant inside. Oh no, poor Fred. I did see this video where someone got a plant and they took it inside and had a tree frog in it, and they kept it and they just fed the tree frog, and I'm like, that is awesome. That is so cool. Did you know that Dilophosaurus in the novel had its real life size, but with black and yellow spots and red crest? I wish they did that for the one in the movie. Yeah, the one in the book is so much cooler. And yes, I am doing research. Oh, this summer I want to temporarily take in one of the great tree frogs that lives in my backyard, then let it go after like 2 weeks. Yes, you're doing research. Yeah, definitely go for it. I'm all for that. If you want to do another thing, if you want to do like something else with amphibians, I would highly recommend going to. I think that now is about the end of the amphibian breeding season. But if you could find like tadpoles, you could raise them. They're easy as dirt to keep to like care for. You feed them like algae wafers and like lettuce and stuff, like boiled cabbage. But yeah, you could raise tadpoles and then release them. It's actually really great for the environment to do that because it ensures that some of them don't get eaten by predators, which is a main driving force of actually why they have so many babies. But if you could, help them along, that'd be great because amphibians are not doing too well in our present like climate slash fungal infection. There is a fungal infection that is severely harming the world's amphibians, which is part of the reason I actually got the dart frogs is to set up my own little insurance colony. I guess I don't really know. It's kind of dumb, but at the same time, it makes me feel a little bit better. I do have 3 dart frogs behind me. I have the one that was in that one video, the dead one. That sucks, dude. Some days I'm still upset with myself. I'm like, I really could have saved it, but then I think I could not have saved it. Yeah, that's just that makes me very upset that the pet store would do that. And I don't know if I told you, but they actually did get more dart frogs, even though I insured them not to get a profit and told them like you shouldn't get more dart frogs or they're going to die. They still got like 3 different species, 3 more species of dart frog, and they all died. I think. I don't really know. Someone may have bought them, but either way, I'm trying not to actually swear right now. Yeah, I can get pretty heated about that topic. But yeah, I do have 3 behind me. I have my wet specimen. I probably need to actually change their alcohol soon. And I'm gonna have a third wet specimen soon. I'm probably gonna make a video about how to make a wet specimen. One time I took a redback salamander in my house. I love redbacks. Aren't they a plethodontid? I love dude, all salamanders are awesome. I used to keep a little marbled salamander. I especially like during winter, I'll go out and I'll find all the salamanders. And then in spring, you can look for newts. I love newts. I am a nudist. Someone's gonna take that out of context, isn't it? No, but I am a nudist. Would you be able to see? I don't know. But I basically have this shirt that says I'm a nudist. And like it's spelled NEWTIST. Are stray cats also a problem? Stray cats have always been a problem. But yes, they are a problem towards amphibians because they obviously can kill and eat them. I'm concerned that if I bring a I am concerned that if I bring a frog inside my house, I may infect my Leo with a disease or fungi. In that case, you could always just keep it like if you have a porch or somewhere outside, you could keep it outside. That's what I did with Inadu until I made sure that he didn't have anything that was nasty. But yeah, I would do that. Or you could keep it in a different room if you have the space for that. You could keep it in a different room to make sure. But I don't know if frogs and leopard geckos have too many transferable diseases between each other, but I'd have to look that up. I don't know that off the top of my head. Also, after Nedry was blindfolded, the Dilophosaurus sliced his belly, and oh yeah, the guts spilled out into his hands, and he felt his intestines. Oh, that was gory. That was one of the best death scenes. Yeah, he was holding the Dilophosaurus. The jaws clamp around the head and lift him up. Yeah, wishing that it would finish soon. That scene is disturbing. Part of me wishes that they put that in the movie, but part of me is like, yeah, they would never put that in a movie. They wouldn't do that. But yeah, that would be that'd be cool. But also like a reason for me not to watch Jurassic Park. Yeah, that was nice and fun to imagine. Heard something outside. Who could it be? Oh, sorry. Who could it be? This animal that I did see. Can you help me guess this mystery? If you guys know where that's from, then you guys are amazing. If Jurassic Park was rated R, I think I saw a video on YouTube about that. Caught a really cool moth and nearly slipped through the net. Oh, and it slipped through the netting of my butterfly net. That's cool. In the movie, they were juveniles. I think, yeah. Or wait, I remember them at some point being like, they were juveniles, but we've never seen an adult in the movies, so I don't know. I personally don't know. Also, my theory about the one in Jurassic World: Fallen Kingdom, like the taxidermied one, I think that one's a male because when you see it with the raptor is obviously a male because it has the male coloration. But think about it. The reason that the Dilophosaurus looked so different is kind of like the reason that the tiger raptors in Jurassic Park, like the second one, The Lost World. I'm smart. It's kind of like why they look so different than the normal female raptors, simply because the Dilophosaurus, the taxidermy, is a male. I could be wrong. I probably am wrong, but that's my little theory about that. And at least I think it, gets the brain gears a turning. I would get out Rexette, but she's currently hiding because always right before I stream or do anything that requires her. She's like, okay, no, bye. Um, you should have seen Raptor before I had to take him to an educational thing at one point. It was during winter break. Dude, I honestly thought that he like I would just have to take Rexette instead of and just leave him home. I Am I the only one whose favorite movie is The Lost World? I think that actually Cal King Herper is favorite is The Lost World. The Lost World's my second favorite. The first is my favorite, but it's a close second. All my neighbors want like gaming rooms in their house, and when I grow up, I want a giant fossil collection. That'd be cool. I would love like a fossil collection, but I want a reptile room. I really want a reptile room. I think like having if I had like a reptile slash fossil room, that'd be really cool. And I could have like just a display, you know? It's like if I had guests to my house, I could be like, oh, come into my room of absolute, you know, amazingness. But I think that'd be actually really cool though. I'd get some more shelving units like this one behind me. The first one is the best. Yeah, I prefer the first one, but the second one is definitely like it's up there. It's definitely those two are the best. Everyone can agree that. Jurassic World comes on next. It's a little bit lower. Then Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom, it's mildly lower. And then Jurassic Park 3 is just like, you know, nobody even knew. Not even the actors knew what they like they changed the script as they were filming it. You know, like you can't do that. You can't do that. Yeah. I'm gonna go get a protein bar. I'll be right back. Yum. What do you think of the Predator franchise? I think it's my second favorite after the Jurassic Park movies. I've never seen the Predator franchise, but I expect it to be pretty good. Did you hear about the upcoming Wings of Fire cartoon series? I have not, but I think I will probably watch it for old time's sake. Um, yeah. I really never really got into the newer books, to be perfectly honest. I really liked the original five. Um, just simply because, you know, I like the old Dragonettes. Not sponsored by Protein Bar Company. It is good though. It's really good. Cole Source approved. Right now I'm thinking there's so many parts of this stream that you could take out of context and it would be like, what the heck? It's gonna be made by Warner Brothers, so I think we could get Wings of Fire Lego sets. That'd be that'd be pretty fire. I'm sorry about that. There's a black bear cub on my yard a couple days ago. I have a black bear that at least I think I used to have one in my backyard. I found black bear scat in my backyard once. That was my second protein bar today. I need some water. I need some water. Hold on real quick. I need some water. I am back. I am sorry about that. That took a little bit longer than expected. Like the part where you said I was writing a fan fiction between Golsaurus and Cal King Herper. I'm being dead serious. I want that so much. If anyone will do that, like I at one point was like thinking about going to like Fiverr and getting someone to write a fan fiction just because I want to see how weird that would be. Okay, I just really like weird, cringy stuff like that. I find that hilarious. But okay, what is your top favorite dinosaur species? Top 5 dinosaur species. Kolkuhava. Uterranus walleye. I'm basic, I know. Um, Microraptor zoensis. Albertosaurus sarcophagus. And Regaliceratops, whatever its species name is. Little did he know, he didn't need water. He needed dihydrogen monoxide. That is water, I think. Wait. H2O. Yeah, that is water. But I like making Wings of Fire characters. I don't follow their designated naming systems like Skywing named Corn Snake and a Nightwing named Rat Snake. Yeah, I think that like you can deviate from that. That makes like you don't have to follow the traditional naming systems. Do whatever you want. Um, I really like the way that you actually were making the other ones much more than like some of the other OCs that I've seen for Wings of Fire. Some of them are just like, come on, man. But yeah, I really do like the stuff that, like at least the Garter Snake. That was really cool. I have a granola bar that says sweet and salty nuts. That could also be taken out of context. Um, isn't that the Nature Valley? The Nature Valley bar, I think. I can safely say it is all sweet and not salty. You heard it here first, folks. Freaking Colin, dude. Come on, man. Come on. Colin, you're killing me. Could you suggest a species? I want to make a hybrid dinosaur like my Macerosaurus hybrid. I thought that was a real thing at first when you posted that. Suggest a dinosaur species. Let me think. We gotta do something that's like cool. Hmm. What about Australovenator? What about Australovenator? You know the Megaraptorid from Australia? That would make a cool hybrid. You could do you know it'd be really cool? is you could do something like a mix between a prehistoric species and like a species nowadays. Like you could do a mixture between a zebra spitting cobra and a velociraptor and make like the S tier super carnivore. Not velociraptor. It would be more of Deinonychus if it was Therizinosaurus and chameleon. That would be terrifying. But that'd be like a Draponosaurus, wouldn't it? Well then. Carl! Min-Me and a box turtle. That would be amazing. That would be so cool. I was thinking Australovenator and a frill lizard. Or like a sailfin lizard. Also, that kills people, Carl! Colin, I tamed a level 138, I think, Pteranodon. So yeah. If whenever you can get on Arc, we can finish that up. Remember my morning gecko raptor hybrid that could asexually reproduce? Oh crap! I'm sorry that I haven't done that. You need to send me the lines again, and if you still want me to, I can still record that for you. If you want me to, I can probably do that now. Argentavis Carl! That kills people! Dude, okay, so Colin and I were playing Ark last night, and there was a freaking Argentavis that kept attacking. Well, we were trying to tame it and getting it in a trap, but it kept just flying straight through it. Dude. And partially because I'm bad at Ark. Partially because the thing wouldn't freaking work. Dude, Ark is one of my favorite, yet one of the most frustrating games I've ever played. It's all right, man. I canceled the series in November. Okay. You know that kind of makes sense. That kind of makes sense. I am super sorry about not getting those lines to you. It's just Xbox Arc that sucks. Yeah, probably does. I bet the PC's a lot better. PC's basically better in almost all games. And it's hard to dude, the doors are so freaking hard to close. We'll find another way to tame that RG though. I had soup today that had kidney beans and I had a panic attack when I thought they were raw. Dude, that's terrifying. If you did not know, kidney beans are highly toxic when they're raw. I think at least. I could be wrong. You know, the magical beans and me and the boys finna eat some beans, I think that's what it's called. We actually did use kidney beans as the magical beans. I wish that I could film another episode of Me and the Boys, but one of the voice actors for it, whose name will not be specified, no longer communicates with I. So, I'm going to have to find a new voice actor, which I'm probably just going to use Colin. It's a condition that I like to call blasting out of both ends. Nice, dude. But yeah. Yeah, that makes sense. That's what beans will do to you, bruh. Beans. That reminds me of something just awful I saw once. Yes. I don't do it right, I know. I can't do a really good Kronk from the Emperor's New Groove impression, though. I think that the stream is getting to the point where it's dying down now. As actually, this is one of the only times that it's basically an hour and a half has gone by, and I still don't feel like I'm burned out with the stream. Like I could keep doing this, but I'm just looking at the amount of viewers that are watching right now, and I'm thinking that I think that we're on the low end of the bell curve. I found out with streams is that usually it goes up and then it goes back down based on interactivity. And of course, it just proved me wrong because now we have some of the most that people have watched the entire stream. So we're gonna keep going. Should I redraw a Baronia, the Rain Wings? Yeah, why not? Do it. Which is the ugliest dinosaur figure you have ever seen, except for the Schleich, Acro, Plesio, Posto, and Cryo? Well, you just eliminated some of the worst ones, because I would normally say the Schleich, Acro. But the Schleich Giga, not the old one, but the newer one is pretty ugly in my opinion. Guess who's back? Yep. 4-year long stream of Cole sitting in front of his reptiles. Also, I thought I had Giardia. I'm sorry if I pronounced that wrong. I just had a stomach bug and nearly had a panic attack. Dude, I am the same way. I have emetophobia, which I said in my most recent Q&A video, which is the fear of vomit. And so whenever I like have the slightest stomach pain, usually I have like a full-on panic attack. So it's like, you know, it's awful. I feel you though. Most of the figures I have are from 2010. That was like the Renaissance age, or like the golden years of. No, that was like the Renaissance because it like, you know, like the 90s, not 90s, but like, like the Carnegie stuff. That was like the golden age, and then the Dark Ages was like when Schleich kind of took over the stage and like had like their really nasty stuff, and then the Renaissance started in like 2010 when better dinosaur figures came out. I just made that up. You know, I haven't thrown up in 3 years. I better not jinx it. Yeah. When was the last time I threw up? I don't want to jinx it either. I'm not superstitious about everything except for getting sick. Like, I'm extremely superstitious when it comes to being sick. I know it's stupid. I know it's like not backed up in fact at all, but it's just, like it's not hurting anyone, so. But I think the last time I conclusively threw up, I think it was around 2 or 3 years ago. I quietly knocked on the wood there. But bro, the second arc of Wings of Fire is so good. I should really get back into reading it to be like I should really. My favorite character from the second arc, Turtle. Heck yeah, dude. I love Turtle. I turned into a germaphobe last year. My hand paid the price. Did you like get chemicals on it or something? I stopped. Oh, Colin stopped at book 4. What a nerd, bruh. I stopped at what book did I stop at? I think it was like 8. I think I stopped at 8 or 9. Is that Talalit climbing the bromeliad? He is. Hello, little friend. Why are you being so active? You're usually so dude, my boy is just, dude, what is he doing? Oh, they're hunting. Okay, that makes sense. I threw some fruit flies in there earlier, and they're just now getting around to it. Peril and Moon are my favorites. Peril's pretty freaking awesome. Peril is pretty cool, dude. Not gonna lie, Peril's pretty freaking cool. Actually, no, she's not cool. She's the opposite of cool. Get it? Because she's like on fire. Okay. Um, but yeah, my favorite character from like the original was probably, or sorry, the original arc was probably either Clay or Tsunami. I just really liked. I don't know. I really related to Clay. That's not really a good thing, I guess, but just kind of like his morals kind of aligned with mine, so I liked him. And Tsunami is a Sea Wing, which obviously gets a boost from me. But other than that, I just kind of like her. I kind of liked her characterization thing, like how she changed. Wash them too much. Oh yeah, yeah. When I was young in the bath, a cockroach crawled on my leg. I was kind of traumatized, and I couldn't see anything while the cockroach was crawling on my leg, and now I'm afraid of them. I'm not afraid of cockroaches. I just don't like them. um, I'm not afraid of cockroaches. I just don't really like them, apart from Madagascan giant hissing cockroaches, and I would love to have some as a pet, like as pets. Quibbly as well. Quibbly's pretty cool. I like him. Him and Winter need to be gay together. Like, just hear me out, okay? So both of them are like the whole thing is like them fighting over Moon, right? At least to where I am in the series. They just need to suck it up and be gay together. Like that would solve all of their issues. You know? You know. Yeah. Colin, read books 6 through 10. They're so good. I should probably do the same. Wishing I could send cursed images through chat. I'm wishing you could as well. School's ending in 4 days for me, and I can't wait. School's already ended for me. Punami. Thank you, Colin. Very cool. Glory is the best first arc character, dude. Glory was hilarious. I did enjoy Glory. I don't know if I could really pick a favorite for the first ones. Wait, so she's the opposite of cool, meaning she's a hot. Oh crap! I did. I thought I was like, I shouldn't really say that, but like, she's literally hot. Not like okay, this is weird. I'm not a furry. That's funny. No, stop it. Clearly wins. Ah, dang. There goes my theory. But yeah, I kind of was imagining that Quibbly would win. He seems more like a likable kind of guy. Have I seen YouTube Exurb 1A? I have not. I've held a giant cockroach on a before on a school trip. That's cool. I went to an aquarium, the Florida Aquarium, and they have a dome. They have like a whole Madagascar area, which it's all really cool. But there's a dome, and you go in and around, like it's in an enclosure, and there's like a ton of giant hissing cockroaches, and it's amazing. Also, we saw a lemur itching its butt on a tree, and it was amazing. It was probably the most beautiful thing I've ever seen. It's just this ring-tailed lemur itching its butt. I love lemurs so much. They're probably my second favorite group of mammals. Apart from weasels, weasels are number one. Right after weasels, for me at least, are lemurs because they're so cool. They're great. What's my opinion on Rebor? They're pretty cool. I mean, I like some of their figures are pretty cool. I've heard that their customer service is not very good at all. They're also very expensive, and we all know that they're kind of ripping off from other franchises. I don't think we should hide the fact, but I don't think I'll be picking anything up from them. But I could definitely understand if you were to. Is it sad that chat censored Clay as a fat loser? Yes, chat literally censored that. Winter isn't ready for a relationship. Why you gotta diss on my man Winter like that? I had to allow it. Oh, I allowed it too. He needs to sort himself out. Who, Winter or Clay? Or probably both. I went to a zoo on a school field trip and saw a trash can in the lake, not the whole trash can. Dude, what the heck? Wolves and cheetahs are my favorite mammals. I swear I'm not a furry. My favorite mammals are wolverines and orcas. We kind of have the same, favorite, mustelids. That's where it's at. Orcas are cool, though. Orcas are very cool. Unfortunately, you get into a very hot topic when usually you talk about orcas, which we're not going to talk about because everyone talks about that. I just find them super interesting as well. All cetaceans are really cool to me. But definitely, like mustelids, kind of like weasels, like ferrets, minks especially. I love minks. But definitely next to that would be lemurs. My favorite lemurs, by the way, black and white ruffed lemurs, because that's what I actually got to hold. At the North Florida Wildlife Center, they have two brother like lemurs that are brothers, and they live together. They're two black and white ruffed lemurs. Forgot their names, but they basically my the one of the dudes there, he was like, here, so we're gonna go in to the enclosure, gonna give you a banana, and you're gonna walk in, you're not gonna grab them, you're not gonna touch them, you're just gonna let them come to you. So I was like, oh, it's probably gonna take a while. As soon as we open the door and step in, these two lemurs come at us full sprint, leap up at us, and like jump on my arm and just starts chowing down on this banana. It was probably the coolest thing I have ever like experienced. It's just these lemurs are like just eating bananas out of my hands. And then after they ate, they just kind of sat there. And part of me was terrified because lemurs have like sharp teeth. And part of me is like mesmerized because this lemur is like gracing me with his presence. And it fell asleep on me. And it was so cool. They're awesome. They're lemurs. I'm not even reading chat right now. I should probably catch up on chat and stop talking about my lemur awakening experience. But yeah, I literally just read the selling point of all these streams is Cole reads all the chats as I'm just talking about my lemur experience. My favorite mammals are fish. Wow. Furry trash. Has anyone heard of J Station? Oh no, not J Station. I think I have. SeaWorld, no shampoo to 26. Cool. You should listen to Snail House Chocolate. Probably should. The selling point of oh yeah, I already read that one. Personally, I find chimpanzees kind of terrifying because they hunt monkeys and eat them alive. Yes, I find chimpanzees also terrifying. They're one of the only, except for humans, they're the only primate that actually has full-on wars with each other. Kind of. And I find that extremely disturbing. But yeah, like all other like great apes are either so orangutans like don't even like go near each other because they're solitary. Gorillas are just chill with each other. They don't like fight each other. They're just like, okay, let's eat some bamboo. La, 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 la. Bonobos just want to have sex with each other like 24/7. They just wanted to like have sex with each other. So they're like wanting like even the males and like they'll be gay. And when they get too excited, they have sex. But chimpanzees hate each other. They just want to like kill anyone who they don't know. And I find that like terrifying. The tree beaters kill leopards. Do you mean chimpanzees? Chimps have also caused extinctions. I would that is check DMs. Ahaha. After Planet of the Apes, chimps will never be the same for me. We need to make Planet of the Lemurs. That would be hilarious. Wait, what animals have chimps made extinct? Edgy sketch I did for a friend, Corvid. That's still kind of cool looking though. I want to know what chimps have caused to be extinct because, like, that's that's terrifying. And this is why lemurs are far superior to chimps. I think we can all agree that their hands, their hands are so soft. Like they are. I could not imagine. I thought the crested geckos were soft, like they had like soft velvety skin, but like lemurs put them to shame. So, and sometimes I don't want to move it, move it. So, Mark, I am going to be clear with you. Some days I do not want to move it, move it. Planet of the Pandas. That would be a very, very boring movie. I like Wolverines because they can, because despite their size, they can scare away wolves, mountain lions, and even bears. They're amazing hunters. They take down deer. They're larger and more muscular than other chimps, and they're terrestrial too. What are? Oh, there's a troop of chimpanzees called tree beaters. Are they a subspecies, or are they like or is it just like one troop? It'd be interesting, but it's the second wave of humans. I find that part of history super interesting. Like just the first few hominids, like Australopithecus and maybe like I think Homo habilis is maybe. But like just that would be that part is just so interesting to me. I just to think back, like our ancestors lived out in the savannas of Africa trying to survive. You know, it's like a new world for them, totally apart from the excuse me, totally apart from the jungles that they're like native to. They like are in these savannas and they're just trying to survive. And it was probably hard. I don't know. That's just super interesting to me. And I wish that like we could go back in time and see some of our earliest ancestors. Well, not earliest, but some of like human, some of like the earliest hominids. What did I lose? Scientists got footage of tree beaters beating another male chimpanzee to death. 9 local, like another local one. How about bobcats? I'm pretty sure they can also take down deers. They probably can. They hunt a different way though, because Wolverines are just kind of like big beefy boys, but bobcats rely more on stealth. They kind of they wait in trees, and then they wait for like their prey to jump under, and they just pounce down on them. I think because also I know that mountain lions will do that on cliffs. It's the tree beaters are two troops. Imagine if Chinese monsters were pandas. That would be amazing. Better scramble like an egg before you get folded like an omelet. Oh, my boy, spitting bars. No, you just don't leave shoe marks in the mud. If you do, there will be so many conspiracies. Yeah, I know. The whole like butterfly effect thing. I remember watching people being asked if they wanted one Homo sapiens to survive, and someone answered they should be left dead. They should. Stupid Homo sapiens. Um, but yeah, that was funny. I remember that. Golden eagles can take down deer. They don't give. They don't give crap. They don't. What the heck? Oh, my dad's here. But yeah, golden eagles can take down like goats and stuff. Nothing compared to what prehistoric birds of prey could do. Certain Homo sapiens should be left dead. Hello, Dad. I'm live streaming. My dad said hello. But yeah, Yeah, golden eagles in general, they can be pretty scary, or not like bald eagles. I'm sorry, bald eagles are like they're glorified seagulls if we're being honest. But you see like a say hello to your dad. Hello, Dad. There we go. No. Hey, Dad. Okay. I mean, vlogging with Anthony. That's interesting. Um, if you do another video of asking your high school questions, can they be about if they care about the Homo sapien extinction? As much as funny as that would be if people said like no, I'm pretty sure that everyone at the or at least most people at that high school, at least my friends, know what Homo sapiens is. I am now drawing a Bronia. Very cool, dude. I want to see it when it's done. But what was I saying? Before the Homo sapiens thing, what was it? Oh yeah, golden eagles, like wedge-tailed eagles as well, and also Haast's eagles, which are now extinct, were terrifying. And there was also a species of giant eagle in Madagascar that hunted lemurs, but like essentially, it made lemurs afraid of birds of prey, and even to like now, when birds of prey that are too small to hunt lemurs um fly over, they'll still get like super scared because they think it's this prehistoric eagle. Or not prehistoric, but extinct eagle. Fun fact, all bear attacks happen within the Milky Way galaxy. That is true. There's a Carnegie collection Corythosaurus for $20. It's on eBay. Nice. I have the Safari Limited Hypacrosaurus. I think that's how you pronounce it. And I've had it since I was little, though. Deer sometimes eat birds and mammals and reptiles to supplement their diet with protein, many other vitamins. Crocodiles do the same by eating vegetation. Yeah, the Madagascar crowned eagle is the one I was talking about. But yeah, I know that a lot of seemingly like herbivorous animals will supplement their diet with meat. And it kind of makes sense because, you don't get as much protein from eating like leaves as you do from eating meat, which is essentially full of protein. That's why omnivores are some of the most like, you know, best things because they're so opportunistic usually. So guys, we did it. We reached 90 minutes on the stream. The fact that we reached this 90 minutes in 90 minutes is phenomenal. Malagasy, sorry. And Montosaurus might have eaten crabs. Yeah, we do have the evidence that that they would have eaten like stuff. I'll stop with the pyrocynical meats. No, please keep them coming. But yeah, we still have like 7 viewers. But I'm actually starting. Oh crap! It's almost been 2 hours. Yeah, I think I'm gonna stop the stream soon because we've been going for a long time. Will you ever set up a fish tank? I would love to. My mom does not want me to have a fish tank because of essentially water leakages she'd be too afraid of. But I am gonna set up a paludarium for my water snake, which will probably have fish in it. Imagine if Kalenkins or forest rocos would still be alive. Here in Florida, we actually have a native forest rocket. It is known as Titanus walleri. It migrated from South America during the Great American Species Interchange. It was the only forest rocket that actually benefited from it. Watch the video Megalodon hates you. I will. Just imagine Montosaurus went to fancy beaches to eat crab cakes, and that's what we find in their stomachs. That'd be amazing. I will game end you. And wait, I will game end Rexette. You don't let me marry her. You can. You can. I don't care. Um I'm thinking about breeding her, actually. I'm thinking about breeding her and Leonard, and also the Dark Frogs when they're big enough. But yeah, on that note, I think I'm gonna actually stop because we've been going on for almost 2 hours now, and that's a heckin' long time. And some of you guys have been here the entire time. I don't know how you guys have like that much time to listen to some teenager in their room talking about reptiles. But if you enjoy this stream, leave a like. Um, let's get some goodbyes in chat. Let's get poggers in chat, boys. 7 viewers. People were hungry for streams, Cole. Please don't breed me with Rick said it would be horribly mutated. Can we do an anniversary stream? Yes, we can. I really like moray eels. If they bite you, their jaws lock in place, and you can only remove them if you kill them. I want a pet moray eel someday. I want a snowflake or a zebra moray. But yeah, let's get poggers in chat. Yeah, if you like the video, if you like the stream, leave a like, subscribe if you're not already, which I'm fairly certain all of you guys who are watching are. But if you're not, do it anyway. Turn on post notifications. Read Wings of Fire. Yeah. Without further ado, Cold Sore Stick and Stone Eye signing out. Game End is another Pyrocynical meme, by the way. Very fun. Wait, is it still going?